Today, we are going to make the most infuriating house in The Sims 4. And this house is going to be infuriating to live in, to have gameplay in, and to look at. It's just going to be a mess of a house. We're all going to hate it, and we're going to have a jolly good time. So let's start, shall we? We freaking shall. And this right here is the lot that we're going to be building on. It is a 50 by 40 lot, and I think that is a good size for our build. And you know what? Without further ado, let's just start with the shell of the house. And I have no plans for this. No plans at all. I'm just going to start making something. Maybe something like so? Question mark. I do want the walls to be medium walls, because those are kind of infuriating sometimes. But mostly for me. I don't know. And then we're of course going to have a second floor. Not because that is infuriating, but it's a pretty normal thing to have, isn't it? Boom, bam, bam. Good old house. What more do we want for this house? You know what? Let's just make a little bump over here with some octagons. A half octagon. And then maybe right over here, we could have an octagon tower. Like a real octagon tower. So if I just go like so. Boom, bam, bop. There we go. And yes, this octagon tower is going to have this awkward moment right here. Because sometimes that is kind of infuriating to look at. There you go. Beautiful tower. And you know what? I see that this is a good shape for our house. We can do a lot with this house. I'm feeling it. I have my doubts though, but I am feeling it. I am feeling it. But then for the roof of the house. What are we going to do with the roof of the house? I don't even know. Okay, you know what? Let's start with the tower. That is easy peasy. Lap it on there. Boop-a-dee-bum. Just sort of maybe like so. And then we have this one over here. What are we going to do about that one? So if I go like so, that is not going to fit. All right. Well, I'm going to do something very infuriating. And that is that I'm going to put up the roof like so. And then put in some diagonal roofs over here and over there. And I'm going to leave it like so. And I'm not going to fill in the gaps. That is a beautiful roof for a beautiful house. And speaking about the house, what are we going to do about the roof for the rest of the house? What are my plans with this? Good question. You know what? What if we build up another floor over here? Or 2 floors over here? That was something indeed. What are we going to do about that, Nora? I mean, we could maybe put a roof around that, if I can do it. Okay. It doesn't reach all the way up there, but I think that that's going to be a part of the infuriation of this house. That could be something. If we just go sort of like so. I mean, I would never ever do this. But it's going to be an infuriating house. And don't you worry. It's not going to be that ugly. I promise you. We're going to hide it a little bit. But it is going to be an eyesore on the neighborhood, that's for sure. But enough for the wallpaper. What do we want? Do we want something fun? Ooh, what if we go with something light blue? That would be kind of cute. That is a nice and whimsical color to have when you have a whimsical house. I mean, yeah. But then over to this mess over here. We're going to make that a little bit better. As I promised you. To make it a little bit better, I am first of all going to put in the fence with the spikiness. Good explanation, Nora. But we got a fence, and then the roof is going to be black. I've already decided. Like maybe this one? Yeah. So to hide up this part, we could put in some shingles in black, and that just, that matches up with the roof, doesn't it? Can't see where the roof ends and starts. Jolly golly good. See, you can barely see it now. Where is that ugly part? Oh, it's not here anymore. No. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But then for the windows, what are we going to go for today? You know what? I am thinking Strangeville. Because it's going to be a strange house. It's for the Strangeville. And I am just going to be putting up my windows. Maybe we can go with the spiky ones. Could be kind of cool. Maybe this one over here. Could also be cool. We have a lot of cool things today. Oh, what about a spiky one over here? Oh, yeah. I like that. What a fascinating house we have. And I'm also going to be putting up a veranda. I can never for the life of me remember what is what. Because we have balcony, we have terrace, we have veranda, patio. I can't remember what is what. And I know that people are telling me all the time the difference. And I go, okay, I will remember that. And 2 days later, I have forgotten. And gee, oh, that is ugly. But yeah, thankfully I do not work at a garden center. Because I would have too many problems to even count them. But okay, boom, bam, boom. That is not too bad for an exterior. Not too bad. Especially when I did not plan anything out. I just did shenanigans. That is not bad. Not bad at all. And I'm also going to be putting up some columns. Ooh, and maybe also some dormers up here. And I'm just going to put them up all willy-nilly. Like so. You know what? There's a fine line between whimsiness and ugliness. And I don't know if I've hit that line. I have to see. But I'm also going to have a chimney somewhere. Ooh, and maybe also these spiky things. You know what? That is a beautiful exterior. It is very whimsical. And no, I'm not like completely done yet. I might do some few changes here and there. And ooh. Hello. There we go. But yeah, looking whimsical is looking great. Nobody knows what's going on here. Not even Nora. But alright, row. Now we have the layout, the floor plan. And what are we going to do? Because this is going to be an infuriating floor plan. That is going to be so difficult to play in. Or not difficult, but annoying to play in. So what could we do? Alright, so we have the front door over here. And my lonely old door over there. I don't know why I put that in. Think, Nora, think. Okay, what I'm thinking first of all, I have thought, by the way. What I'm thinking, first of all, is that we need a long hallway that stretches from over here and goes all the way over there. Because that is sometimes very, very annoying. So if we start the hallway over here, then it goes maybe over here and stops right there. And this hallway is going to be 1 tile and then 2 tiles and then down there. Because boy, oh boy, that is annoying. And then we're going to have a room over here. There's a long ass room with another room in there. And then over here, we can have some rooms just like so. And then we're going to have a door over here. But to get to all of these rooms, you have to go through all of these rooms. Because that is hilarious. Oh, and then we're going to tape it off the room over here. So we have this awkward corner right in there. Good. And then I'm going to stop the hallway over here, actually. Just so you know. And then we can have a staircase right over here. So if you walk through the front door and you're going to go up to the 2nd floor, you have to go all the way around over here. Goodness me, that's great. And then in this part right here, oh, what are we going to do there? Oh, I know. We can have some bedrooms in there. Not a kitchen, not a living room, just bedrooms. Because that is a weird choice. So I'm just going to divide them into like so. Oh, and then you know what? You know what we can do? In the middle of these rooms, we are going to have a bathroom. And all of these rooms are going to share 1 bathroom. Just like so. I mean, that's horrible. But that's what we're going to do. Oh, yikesy you. And then we're going to have a staircase over here. Oh, you know what? Behind that staircase, we're going to have a bathroom. But a very skinny bathroom. And the staircase is going to be right there. And the door to the bathroom, right smack in there. Boom, bam, boom. Oh my goodness me, that is a horrible layout. And then over to the 2nd floor over here. What are we going to do over here? Ooh, you know what I'm thinking? The hallway going to go all around this house. Just sort of like so. And then it can go a little bit more out over here. For no reason at all. We're just making stuff up right now. Oh, that is a good old 1-tile hallway. And what happened to me roof? Oh, gee below. I don't know what happened to my roof. Maybe it will fix itself afterwards. I don't know. But for these rooms on the 2nd floor, I don't know. I just don't know what we're going to do. So I'm just going to make up some rooms as I like, as I please. So maybe we can have 1 room over here, 1 room over there, some rooms over there. We can go like so, plop some in over there. Sure. That is wonderful. Love it so much. And what each of these rooms are going to be, we may never know. We will find that out as we go. Ooh, and then we have some rooms over here as well. What can we do about that? We have this floor and this floor. What could be over there? What would be the most annoying thing to have at the top of your house? Oh, you know what? What if we have a nursery and a toddler bedroom on the top of the house? Because each time the baby cries, you have to walk up all of them staircases to get up here. Oh, and then for the toddler room, let's not have the potty or the high chair in the toddler room. They're gonna be somewhere else in the house. So each time... So each time the toddler has to use the potty or the high chair, you have to walk all the way up and all the way down. And you're going to be spending all your days just doing that. Oh my gosh, we are going to do that. But how are we going to get up there? Interesting. Okay, you know what? For this floor, I'm going to do something really ridiculous. But what if for this floor, we just make a little bridge over to here? Just kind of like so. I mean, that's an idea, isn't it? I like that. Wait, oh my gosh. Look at that beautiful tunnel over here. It's shining bright like a diamond. Oh, that was a great idea, Bobby. All right, but what about this floor up here? On the 4th floor, by the way. How are we going to get up here? Maybe we can make another tunnel. But I don't know where I'm going to put up a staircase for that. But maybe we do not need to put up a staircase. Maybe we can put up a ladder. So if I just plop in a ladder over here, where is that going to lead to? Right there. Okay, so now hear me out. What if I just go like so? And then put another one up there. And then we will just lead this tunnel to in here. How about that? Isn't that a great tunnel? I mean, that is an eyesore, isn't it? But maybe we can make that into an obvious eyesore. Oh, yes. What if you put up this one? Just all around the tunnel. Because they've just put that one up. They made it themselves in a hurry. Or what if you also put up some windows on that? Some of these windows. That is not actually a window. It's just a hole. That is actually amazing. I like that. That is a great and wonderful tunnel. to the nursery, the toddler bedroom, one of those two. Our great old ladder. That is right there. Okay. Now back to the rest of the house. I need to figure out where these doors are gonna be for all of these rooms to make it as painful as could be. Ooh, okay. So what if we start off with the door over here? That is pretty far away from the staircase. And then we have a door that goes in there, and then a door over here that goes to over there, that goes to over there. So if you're gonna use this room, you have to go all the way from here into there. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Then we can have the door over there. I don't know what I'm gonna do over here. Maybe something like so. Yeah, that could be good. What a great layout. Only one entrance. Oh, you know what? We can have two entrances because I was feeling kind of nice today. Kind of nice. Ooh, actually, we need to make a staircase that goes into this room over here. And I think this is going to be the toddler bedroom because toddlers and staircases, oh yikes me. And I think the staircase is going to start on the second floor, not on the first floor, because if the toddler wants to go down to the first floor by themselves, they have to go down this staircase and then walk all the way, or waddle, all the way over to this staircase to get down here. And that's going to be a nightmare. And how can I make the staircase very staircasey with lots of steps? We could use a normal staircase, but you know what? I am going to use platforms. If you go like boop, boop, and then I just need to elevate everything. Oh my gosh, it's going to take a long time. Gee, I can already feel it. No, what did I do? I did something wrong. But I just need to elevate some pieces so it becomes sort of like that. I mean, that is a disaster of a staircase. A monster of a staircase. But that's a part of this house. It's an infuriating house. So look at that. I had to put up a normal staircase at the end here because of space issues. But you know what? Happy with that. That is a monster and a half. Whoa! Can't wait for the toddler to move in. Can't wait. Alright, enough of the wallpaper and the flooring, and I am just gonna keep it real neat and nice and simple, because I want this house to be kind of old and creepy, because it is kind of old and creepy, isn't it? Yeah, that's what it is in my mind. So we can have that wallpaper, but also maybe this wooden flooring. That's very old and creaky. But okie do. A beautiful house. We got the layouting done. Oh my gosh, this house. Alright. But we got the layouting done, we got the exterior done, we got the vibe done, sorta-ish. Oh, you know what? Before I forget, for these rooms, we are going to have some special doors. This one, the library bookcase door. Just to make it a little bit more infuriating, you know. You don't know where you're going. It's a mystery. But okay, got that popping on, got that done. And now I think we're gonna work a little bit on the landscaping. Just a tiny bit, because I have a plan for this landscaping. My only plan for this landscaping is that we're gonna have a walkway from the start of the lot to the staircase, but this pathway is not going to be a straight line. No. This is going to be a maze of a pathway. Sort of maybe like so, actually. So it's going to take you all day to walk to the staircase. And around the pathway, I am, of course, going to put up some planting. So you can have that one, maybe the bulbous bush. And we're just going to alternate those two all the way down the pathway. That's going to take me some time, but I'm ready for it. Or am I here, or am I ready for it? I don't know. But I am going to do that because that is a master plan of a good old walkway, I have to say. And then boopity boppity boom, I'm back again. I'm done. Our wonderful wiggly woggly a wiggly woggly pathway that is not uniform in any way. But my goodness me, you're gonna take all day walking into your own house. Oh my gosh. Imagine you come home from work, your baby is crying in the nursery. You have to walk such a long way all the way up to the 4th floor. Good luck. But okay, that is a good old pathway. And I think also for this house, I'm going to put up a fence. Just all around the lot. But this fence is not going to be a complete fence because it's going to stop right here, which is one little space in between. So it has no purpose really. That is what I have decided. My good old jolly fence that does nothing. Beautiful, perfect, magnificent. And you know what? I'm also going to put up some more plants and flowers and trees and a little bit of stuff around the house and also around the lot as well. Just for the cohesiveness of it. Because it would be weird to have no other plants on this lot. I do tell you that. Or actually, it would also be kind of fitting for this house. But we're not that crazy up now. I need my plants. And I need them now. And that was indeed some of the planting. I'm not done yet. I'm gonna do more afterwards, I do believe. Because, I mean, this was kind of on purpose, though. That we just have some random trees. Because sometimes that is kind of infuriating. Yeah, I got some plants over here, plants over there. Plants some places and a random little stump. Yeah, looking kind of nice. That is such an eyesore, but I love it. And we even have a mailbox and a trash bin. But as I said, gonna do more afterwards. Because now I'm itching for doing the inside of the house. Or actually, I'm itching no more. My eczema is on the check. It's doing good. Just wait until the winter time and then I will be itching. But I do want to do the inside of the house. And what are we gonna start with, actually? You know what? Let's start start with the nursery and the toddler bedroom. First of freaking all, because I have a feeling that I'm going to forget about these rooms. And that would have been kind of horrible, wouldn't it? If I forgot about these rooms. But okay, let's begin with the nursery. That was going to be on this floor. And for the nursery, we need a bassinet. And I'm going to plunk that over here. And I'm going to go with a light bluish theme. Because I think that would be very, very cute, wouldn't it? We can have the bassinet over there with this little bookcase. And then on the other side, we can plunk down the changing table. And I know bebas do not need a changing table. But as soon they will be an infant. So I am just preparing them for that. And ooh, maybe in this corner, we can have a chair. A rocking chair. Ooh, and this one too. Kind of cute. We can have this one in the middle of the room. Maybe. Ooh, adorable actually. Oh, with also this teddy bear over there. Cute. And a big old llama. And then maybe we can squeeze in the dollhouse. If you just size that down. Okay, that can work. And then we can have a changing bag right over there. Oh, this is a kind of a cute room, I have to say. With also this thingy thing over here. Okay. One cute baby room that is. The nursery. Light and blue. This is a cozy room. I like this. That thing is going through. Oh, well, okay. Goodbye. Cute room. It's going to be horrible to walk up here, but that's a cute room. And then down into this room, the toddler bedroom. We need a toddler bed, of course. What are we going to go with? Maybe we can go with, this one? Question mark? We can maybe do, oh my gosh, I'm jumping up and down. Okay, goodness me. Well, right, well then. I'm going to do a trick that I saw on Instagram. Hopefully I can find it again, because sometimes I see stuff on Instagram, and then I just forget to save it. And then I can't give credit. Oh my gosh, I'm jumping up and down. But I'm going to be putting up these ones around here to make a little moment with also a wedding arch. I'm gonna plop that down right in there. Cute. I am jumping so much up and down. Okay, below. I can't anymore. But we can also have this one over here, the Dutch hutch, with also this panda bookcase, and maybe a dresser over here. Right, my goodness me. I'm also just going to give them a fake window over here because they look kind of sad. It's not going anywhere, but now we have the illusion. And a boom, bam, boom, the toddler bedroom is done and I'm jumping up and down. But his head is ready. I am jumping. I can't. But that was the toddler bedroom. Good luck getting up here. Okay, what are we going to do next? You know what? Let's begin with these bedrooms over here because that's going to be a disaster and a half and I'm ready for it. So first of all, I'm just going to put in the beds and I'm going to put in a creepy bed. This one. And we can have a bed there. Ooh, maybe a bed there. Oh, and then in here, we can have two beds. Sort of maybe like so. Also some matching nighttime tables. And you can get a lighter version over there. Perfect. And then for the dresser, that's going to be over here. And it's not going to be in the middle. It's going to be to the side. Same with over here. Oh my gosh, that is perfect. It's blocking off the door and everything. That's wonderful. And then I think this room over here, I don't think that that's going to be a bedroom. I think that that's going to be a library, actually. Oh, and of this room. To match this wonderful bed over here with a bed color, what if we actually go with the paranormal stuff and plop in this one for no apparent reason? They all have matching wallpapers, except for this room. You know what? Yeah. But right, for this room, what are we going to do about the nighttime tables? Maybe we can squeeze in this one if you just size it down a little bit. Sort of maybe like so. I don't know. You know what? That can work. Happy about that. A very good squeeze of my time. And then over here, we need some sort of dresser situation. Ooh, what about a closet? We can put in this one. That goes with the vibe. Sure, we can do that. And then we can also pull up in the couch over here so they can look at nothing. That was a very good choice by me. And then what am I going to do about the walls? We have so much wall space. Could I put up a shelf? No, I don't think so. We don't have enough space for that. I don't know. I'm going to put up some grime. This is going to be a grimy house. And then we can also put up grime on the wall for no reason at all. That is very infuriating. Ooh, with also a hole in the floor. We need that. Come on. This house would absolutely have a hole in the floor. With also some grime on the walls. Look at you go. Beautiful. And I'm going to be putting up grime every which way I go. Just everywhere. With also Madam Mimsy on the wall. Because that is creepy. And what if actually for this bedroom, something that is very infuriating is if you put up a rug underneath this bed, but not underneath that bed. That is kind of infuriating, isn't it? And by the way, look at this. Nothing is centered on the wall. Oh, magical. And then I also think that the rug in this room is going to be over here. And that is centered. And then over into this room over here. And that was going to be the library. And I think that we're going to put up this bookshelf. And we're going to be putting that up all around the room. That's a good one. And then over in this awkward corner. It's not a corner. It's the opposite of a corner. We can maybe plunk down some chairs with a rug over there for no reason. And also a book mess. Sort of kind of everywhere. Maybe some over here as well. Good. Nice and lovely. Library with this man on the wall. Bam. Perfect. Every house needs that man with another hole in the floor. And you know what? That is one nice library. It's not nice though. It's kind of creepy, but it has a vibe to it, I must say. What happened in this house? I don't know. We're gonna move on to, oh my gosh, we're gonna move on to this bathroom. And I don't even know how the layout is gonna be in this bathroom, but I guess we gotta figure that out right now. So, what if you have the bathtub over here? And then maybe we can have the sink over here? But where are we gonna have the toilet? Oh, gee. We have a door there, door there, door there, door there. Where is... What is the toilet gonna be? That's gonna block off everything. In the middle? Maybe we can have it in the middle. Because this is a weird, infuriating house, you know? So what if we have the toilet in the middle, and then we can put up this one, a rock-solid far wall. That is not how you pronounce that, Nora, but I tried. But if you put that up right there, just sort of like so, and then the toilet has a wall, and then on the other side, on the other side, that is where we're gonna have the party for the toddler that lives on the 3rd floor. Mwah. Beautiful. Magical. Ooh, but we don't have anywhere to put the toilet paper. You know what? We can have some toilet rolls just right there. You're very welcome for that. With some more grime on the walls. And isn't that a lovely bathroom? I have no words actually, but very lovely bathroom. No notes at all. Wow, oh my gosh, we have so many rooms to do. Gee, Bali. What are we gonna do now? Whatever shall we move on to? You know what? Since I'm already on it, let's do this room right here. That was gonna be a bathroom. And for this bathroom right here, as you may see, there are 2 doors, and that is for a very good reason. Because what if we put up this one in the middle of the room, like so, and then we put up the toilet on one side, and then we plonk down the sink on the other side. So when you're gonna go and wash your hands, you have to go out of the room and over here and wash your hands. And that will be a disaster of a day. Ooh, and then for the toilet paper, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put up the toilet paper that goes this way. Because I know some people, they absolutely hate that. Me personally, I don't really care. I gotta say, I never ever noticed the direction of the toilet paper. I know you're supposed to hate it. I know you're supposed to have an opinion about that. But I just, I never have. And that's the truth about that. And good luck using this bathroom. I do have to say, good luck. All right, let's move over to this room. And this room, what can that be? Think, not a think. What could it be? Maybe it could be an art room, because that's truly what you want by the entryway, an art room. So we can put up some furniture in there. Now this one over there, maybe. Some storage over here. Flop it down. Put in some art supplies. And a big old lamp. Oh my goodness me, this is such a skinny room. We only got 2 tiles. I honestly don't know where to put stuff. Like, maybe we can put this over here. That can do. With some more paint splatters. Then we can also put up some of this. With some more cracks on the walls. Oh my gosh. What a mess of an art room, I do have to say. We got an art room, that's for sure. What are we gonna have in this room, by the way? This octagon room. What would be good for that one? Oh, maybe a seance room. That's what you have in every octagon room. A seance room. With some nice blue wallpaper. And then the flooring. You know what? For the flooring, I'm gonna change it up. And I'm gonna give them stone flooring. With maybe something that's funky in the middle. I feel like that's kind of ominous, which is very, very good when you have a seance room with some creepy markings on the floor. Wonderful. And then maybe to make it even more creepy, we can put up a geyser on the wall and some other paintings over here. And then what if underneath the paintings, we put up a shelf, sort of like so. And then on those shelves, the only thing we're gonna have is a hand. Because why not? We can have this hand too. Change it up a little bit. I mean, yeah, sure. That is one creepy room for our seance room. Woody-doody-doo. Let's walk away from that one and do something else. And you know what? We need to put in a high chair for a toddler. And what if we have the high chair over here? For no reason at all, really. But if we just put up a wall and put in some arches, so we will get a nice toddler feeding room. That sounds weird. But this is indeed the toddler feeding room. And for the toddler feeding room, where are we going to put the high chair? Maybe we can have 2 over here. I don't know why we're going to have 2 when we only have 1 toddler. But maybe that is for when the toddler brings over a friend. I don't know. They can sit over here. And while they're eating, one of the parents can sit over here. Because I think it's going to take a long time for the babies to eat their food, you know. Boom, shamalam, the baby feeding room. Wow. And then to continue over here into the big old hallway. Or actually, not the big hallway. It's just a long hallway. But maybe by the staircase, we can put down a table. And we can have a big table. Boom. With a chandelier. Bam. Amazing moments. With also, oh, this one. I finally have space for this one. Look how big that is. That's perfect. And ooh. Vladdy Daddy on the wall. Okay, we can have that. With maybe also a rug runner over here. Could maybe do. Sure, that's good enough. And then over here, in the entryway, I am first of all going to put up 2 pictures right here on this wall. Just sort of like so. And then for the windows, you know what? We need some curtains on that window. Let's put up this one. That is obviously too small. Perfect. That is very infuriating, and it is absolutely perfect. And then I think we can also have a table over here with some little knickety knacks on it. Just sort of maybe like so. Very ominous. Put the bed rug. Kind of a cute little entryway though, but also very ominous. Hold on, am I making a scary house or an infuriating house? I think I'm making both. Sometimes they go hand in hand. Sometimes. Ooh, we've done a lot actually. Or I have done a lot. But you were with me in spirit. Never forget that. But we've done a lot. And I think we're going to finally move on to these rooms over here. I think. And what are we going to have for our first room? Maybe, you know what? Maybe we can have an office. And maybe we can make it a very office job office. A very sad office job office. With some brick walls. Ooh, could be kind of cool. Yeah, we can do that. Alright, so what if we have this desk over here? This typewriter, and then we just make it a little bit messy and stuff like that. And then to make this room very boring and office-like, what if we put up some old filing cabinets just all around this room? In all different sizes and heights. Kind of like so. And also some different colors. Oh my goodness me, yes. That is perfect. I love that. With also some mess everywhere. With some plates and whatnot. Some more boxes on the floor. And just the most random stuff everywhere. And this mirror. Why not? A beautiful, beautiful office room. What happened in here? Nobody knows. But that's the story of this house. Alright, moving on into here. What is this room going to be? Interesting. Maybe it can be a bar. How about that? Can they walk past that? Yes, they can. Oh my gosh. This is gonna be a Western bar. Is that what I'm thinking of? I don't know. But it's gonna be this type of bar. A beautiful. Some more bricks. I mean, my goodness me. This is so random. But I am here for it. With also some more grime on the wall. Oh my gosh. A beautiful, beautiful bar room. Just what we wanted, just what we needed, really. But then skedaddling over to this room over here. What can this room be? Maybe that can be a living room. We haven't done a living room yet. We have done so many rooms, but not a living room. Oh, that's a great couch. I like the couch. What if you put up the matching wallpaper with that couch? I like that one. Oh, moody, moody room. You know what? This is gonna be the moody, moody crystal living room. And I don't know how this popped into my head. What if we put up a window over here? So you can kind of see what's going on, you know, in the rest of the house. It's also good for air circulation. It's good for everybody. And that's the truth. We can have some jewelry on there. Boom shabalam. That is our jewelry crystal living room. Just right here in this weird old section of rooms. Golly me, what are we gonna do over here? Ooh, you know what? Since we're on the crystal vibe, what if we do the Enchanted by Nature and we can have a potion room that is hidden behind all of these other rooms? The perfect scheme, because you're gonna be so tired by the time you come to this room that you're not even gonna care anymore. And for this potion room, by the way, what if we have a door over here that leads out to a little garden? A garden of plants that they use for their potion making. Could be something, that one. If we try our hardest. So what if I put a big old pot in the middle, and then we have some smaller ones around here, and I'm gonna put them up in just some different shapes and sizes. Not sizes, just different colors and stuff. Just sort of maybe like that. And then we can put in some plants. And I mean, if you want to play in this house, you can put in your own plants. But my goodness me, I have a feeling that nobody's gonna be playing in this house. But that is just my feeling, just my perception. And that is so cute. I like that. Oh, and by the way, I sized down this tree. Gotta size it up again. Bop. Beautiful. Our beautiful garden for our beautiful potion room that I'm going to be making right now. So, Enchanted by Nature, here we go. And I think for the walls, you can go with some brown walls and maybe some mossy stone walls. Or maybe like so. Maybe. But then we also have to put in our potion stuff. So we got to have our apothecary table. And we can maybe put that over there in a brown color. Ooh, that one. That's good. Then we can put these both sides here with maybe some little knickety knacks. Oh, with some vining. Oh, you know what? Turning out to be a great room. Then I think maybe over here we could have a fireplace, and underneath the fireplace we of course need some stone flooring to watch out for the fire, with some books and whatnot. Come on, candle, I believe in you. Like so, with some more vines. We can have that one over there, and also a big old rug in the middle. Oh, trobiante, with also some more apothecary shelves over here. We can have 3 of them. That's okay, that's all right. Oh, and then above the shelves we are gonna have some more mushroom shelves, and I'm gonna plonk down my potions. Oh my great old mushrooms. Just like that. And isn't that a wonderful, magical potion room? You know what? I love this room so much. It's magical. At the end of this beautiful hallway of rooms, random rooms with our little garden. Oh, la la la. This might be my favorite room in this whole entire house, and I'm not even done with the house. But cool economy, love that, like that. And we are done with the first floor, and now we're gonna move up to the second floor. Boy, oh boy, we have so many rooms to do. But you know what? I am ready for these rooms. I am ready. I'm here for it. And let's first of all start with the kitchen. Where are we gonna plonk down the kitchen? Maybe we're gonna have the kitchen over here, because that's a long way from the staircase. Yeah, we're gonna have the kitchen right in there. It's gonna be real annoying to get in there. And I think for the kitchen, we're gonna go with the green kitchen. It's gonna go all the way along here. And where are we gonna have the stove and the sink and the fridge? What would be the most annoying? What would be the most annoying? You know what the most annoying thing would be? Is if we have the stove in another room. Like, for example, if we have the stove over here. I'm just thinking a little bit. What if we have the stove in here? Because that would be really annoying to have the stove in another room. You know, it would be annoying. And we can have some walls over here for no reason at all. Keep a little low. Alright, now back to the rest of the kitchen. To make this even more annoying, but also kind of stylish. Not gonna lie, it's kind of stylish. But in real life, it would be kind of annoying. And that is, if you put up some of these, the long cabinet, you just splice them up like so you have even less counter space. And over here in that little nook, the corner nook, ooh, what can we do over here? Because I know if you do this, the corner piece is not going to match up with these counters. But I know that there is one that can match up. Is it that one? Yes, that matches. All right, we're going to use that one instead. Gonna plug that in. And just to make it even more annoying, I'm going to have one cabinet that is slightly off-colored. Slightly. And that is that one. It is... I don't know why, but that is kind of infuriating. Infuriating. I can't... Oh my gosh, I've lost the ability to speak. Infuriating. Nora, stop! I'm getting scared. Infuriating. There we go. I'm sorry. That infuriated me, that I couldn't say infuriated. But alright, you know what I forgot about? I forgot about the fridge. Oh, yeah, actually, okay. Well, we can put the fridge over here. We can plonk down this one. And then around the fridge, we can have no counters, just cabinets, like so. Magnificent. Right, and then into the oven room. The oven room. But that is the oven room, though. We need a stove hood. And maybe we can put down this one. Sure, there's a choice. And then for the awkward rooms besides that, what can we do about that? Maybe I can make that into some viewing rooms. What is a viewing room? We may never know, but I'm gonna put in these windows. and then we can smack down some bookshelves. How about that? You will never ever reach these bookshelves. These are the viewing rooms. You know what? This whole house is just Nora doing whatever that pops into her head. That's what this house is. But there you go. We got our stove room, the oven room, and then the rest of the kitchen with the scary microwave. And not too bad of a kitchen, I gotta say. All right, kitchen done, oven room done, oven room. And now we gotta figure out where the dining room is gonna be. Because you would be thinking that the dining room would be over here, but you were mistaken. And now you must be thinking that the dining room is gonna be over here. But yet again, you are mistaken, because the dining room is gonna be over here. Okay. And for the dining room, I'm gonna change up the wallpaper. We're gonna go with something random. What about this one? Boom, shamalam. What is going on over here? Why is that its own room? I don't even want to know. Truly, really. But whatever. Gonna put in the dining table with some high and mighty chairs. Sort of like that. And then what more can we do? Oh, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put up a little viewing wall. That is not what it's called, but I made that word up. And I saw this yet again on Instagram, and I did not save the post, so I can't give credit. I'm so sorry. But if I ever find it again, I will shout it out. But I did see somebody do something like so. They had this little wall over here with some columns, and then in the middle, they put some sort of picture right there. And then around the picture frame, they put up some string lights, sort of like that. And that's a cute moment. Shout out to you, the person that I did not save. Sorry, but that was wonderful. That was amazing. Oh, with also some plants underneath there. Yes! Then we can also have a big old tarot painting on the wall. And this random old thing. I don't even know what that is. Royal artifact display. Oh, I should have had that in my England hallway room. In my last build. Darn it. Well, okay. Yeah, I'm also going to put in another window over here. This that spiced up the whole room, didn't it? Beautiful. And you... Oh... That is so annoying that the dining room is so close, yet so far away from the kitchen. But okay, what are we gonna have in this room, by the way? Ooh, what would make sense and what would not make sense? What would make sense is a living room or like a hallway room of some sort. And what would not make sense to put in here, what would that be? A gym? That would make absolutely no sense if you had to walk through a gym to get to the dining room. We're gonna make a gym. So I think for this gym room, we're gonna put down a treadmill, and I'm gonna use this one from Love Strip because I've never used that one before. Why did we get another treadmill when we have like thousands of them? Who knows? But what if you put them up like so? And then we can have the spa day punching bag over here. Great. We got all the essentials that we need for the gym room, but we of course gotta gymify this place. So what if we split the room into two? And we can put down some other flooring over here. And I can't for the life of me find the one that I want. Is it that one? No, there is another one that I want, but let's start off with that. Just to split off the room a little bit. And then we can change up the walls as well. And maybe we can start off with this one. I want it to be like a gym feeling. And some gyms has walls like that. Because my gym is in an abandoned warehouse. Or you know what? I don't know how it looks like right now. Because I haven't been to the gym. I don't even want to say. Okay. I haven't been to the gym since 2018. That was the last time Nora had a gym membership. It was 2018. I just found out that the gym, it wasn't for me. I didn't like it. And never looked back. But now we can of course have some gym posters up there of this lady. Lady. Hello ladies. Looking beautiful today. And then what more do we need for this room? I'm gonna put up some grime first of all. Remember, this is a grimy place. Oh, we I'm trying to find the mirror. You know what? Trying to find stuff and also talking at the same time. Not something that I'm good at. But we need some mirrors. So I'm gonna put that up there and up there. And maybe some towels. Because you need that at a gym. You put up some towels above the mirrors. So nobody can reach them. With some weights over here as well. And what are we gonna have over here? I think maybe we can put up some cubbies. We have that at the abandoned warehouse gym, some cubbies. Where are we going to place that? Maybe around the door, because that's truly what I'm doing today. Yeah, what am I doing? Get it together, Nora. There we go. My beautiful cabbies around the door, because why not? It's here and it's ready. Ready to take over the world. And then maybe over here we can put in the sink so we can get some water and whatnot. With also a mirror. What mirror are we gonna go for? That one. Boom shamalam. No thoughts. Only doing. Oh, with also a towel dispenser. Where do we can put that? What if you put that on the mirror? I mean, we could do that. With also some of this. Oh, that is very tall. Okay, maybe... Oh, that is too short. That was just right. And then also, boom, bam, boom, last but not least, light switch over the door. Nobody can reach it. They need to turn off the lights with a stick. That's how we do it now. And that is one beautiful gym room with the grime on the walls. Nobody. It's magical. We love it. And what about this room over here? What is this room going to be? Maybe it can be another office, but it can be a very life and death office. Because that's how I'm feeling right now. A life and death office. And by the way, I have so many seagulls on my balcony right now, which is kind of strange because I do not live close to any body of water. So I don't know why they're here, but I do know why they're on my balcony. And that is because yesterday, my brother, who lives right across the street from me, which is hilarious to me. He lives in another building, but I can see him across the street. But yesterday, he threw a bag of candy from his balcony to my balcony. And when he threw it, the bag opened up. So some of the candy just went sploosh everywhere. And I thought that I had cleaned it all up, but apparently some pieces of candy had gone through the floorboard on my balcony. And now the seagulls are on my balcony trying to pick up the candy from underneath the floorboards. So that's fun. I gotta come out with my tweezers and pick up the candy from underneath the floorboards, I guess. So yeah, that's my life situation right now. And also, by the way, I remember when I was watching Friends, and I always thought that it was so unrealistic that Ross lived across the street from Monica, brother and sister. I thought that was so unrealistic. I was just like, that never happens. But I guess what? It happened to me. So I guess it is realistic. But anyways, here is the office, all scraggled up in here, in a very life and death vibe. And that is gonna be kind of awkward when the other peeps in this family are having a dinner party and you just want to be alone in the office. But you know. Oh, on to the other rooms. What can we do? You know what? Maybe we can begin with these rooms over here. And I think for these rooms, ooh, what can we do? I think that this room is going to be like a hallway walkway room, and that can be a bathroom. So if you just plunk down a bathtub and a sink somewhere, ooh, you know what? To make this even more annoying, what if we have the toilet out here, and then the door to the toilet is right there in that awkward little nook? That would be so annoying because the sink is in here and the toilet is going to be over there. Oh my gosh, yes, we're going to do that. All right, so the tub is going to be over there, sink over there. Maybe we can also put up some lights and the towels that can be right there, and then an awkward plant in that corner. And also, what about if we put up a medicine cabinet right there? Because I have never done that before. Kind of weird, but kind of functional. Boom, bam, good. And then into the toilet room, we're going to put down the most annoying toilet, which is this one, with also the toilet paper in the wrong way. How magical. And then out to this hallway, I'm just going to have a hole in the floor. There you go. It's beautiful. Our beautiful hallway. But then over to this room. What could we have in here? I think this can be like a normal room-ish normal room. Normal filled room. Like a fireplace with some awkward chairs over here. I think that could be a dealio. We need some random rooms, some grime and whatnot. Perfect. A nice and kind of boring room. But we need some boring rooms. There you go. Kind of weird though, but there you go. All right, now over to this room. Oh my gosh, what is that gonna be? Think. What can that be? We have a ladder. So therefore you would think that this room would be a hallway room or something, but it's not going to be that. Because this room is indeed gonna be a wine room, nectar room. Yeah, this is where we store and make the nectar in the most horse ranch style you have ever seen. And I hope you're ready. As ready or not, here the wine room comes. Let's see. The wine making station can be over there. And then maybe we could have the wine racks, or the nectar racks, I'm sorry, over there. With maybe this on the side, question mark. You could maybe do that. With some barrels over here. We could also do that. So many options in this room. What could we possibly do? The possibilities are endless for this room. My good old wine room. With lots and lots of weird and unexplainable things that I'm going to be putting up on these walls. No explanations needed. And that was indeed the very, very lovely wine room. I have no comments, nothing at all. I just followed my heart, and my heart said this. And by the way, isn't it infuriating that they have two pictures besides each other that is the same picture? It would infuriate me. Okay, what are we gonna have in this room leading up the wine room? You know what? We can have another bathroom. Boom, bop, bathroom city. I don't know. But for this bathroom city, we can have some grime on the walls again. And then over here, we can have a mirror and also a medicine cabinet. And it's gonna be a little bit infuriating because the medicine cabinet and the mirror doesn't match up. So there you go. With also some random plants over here. Ooh, what if we also have some random plants on the wall behind the bathtub? Look, I don't know. I'm just putting in things. Whatever I think of is going in my beautiful build. And a boom, bam, boom for the side bathroom. Wow, over to this room over here. And I've already changed up the flooring because I thought of what this room is going to be. This room is going to be the sad butler's bedroom that is hanging on by its last and final thread. We can have a sad bed over here with the saddle nighttime table. And then we can have some suitcases over here. Ooh. And what if the butler brushes his teeth in this room with the saddle mirror? I mean, my goodness me, okay. And then some yellowed newspaper. I don't know, that is so sad. With also some cracks in the wall. And this saddle table, I don't know why, but that is a very sad table. And also some pipes. Oh, yes. This butler would have some pipes in their beautiful butler room. And golly me, did I make this room too sad? That poor butler. What if this is an abandoned butler room? The butler doesn't live it anymore. And that's why it's decaying so much. Because I do feel like if this family had a butler, this house would be looking a lot better than it is. You know? So that's an abandoned butler room. And you know what? That was the last room of this entire house. My goodness me. I just did the hallway in a hurry because, look at our hallway. Nothing exciting happened over there. But gee oh my, that was all the rooms. Okay, I see. Well, I guess it's time for a house tour. And also a play test of this house. Because I want to see how long it takes to get up to the nursery. That I do want to see. But you know what? House tour, play testing, here we come. And right row, here I am. On my lot. I just moved in. And now all I need is a baby. And what is the fastest way to do that? Can I just give myself a baby in CAS? No, you cannot give yourself a baby in here. Well, what is the fastest way then? I'm gonna adopt the baby. Adopt a child. Thank you very much. I'm ready to be a parent. And oh my gosh, the babies look so ominous in the panel. But okay, I'm off to get my baby. I'm ready for it. Anytime now. Alien. Alan. Sure. And who is that, by the way? A little Ban. Well, hello there. Alright, I got my baby. And hopefully the baby is in the nursery. Oh, he is. Alright, so, I think without further ado, let's talk to the baby. See how it's happening. I want you to go through this mission. Oh. Did not think about that. Right. Okay, I gotta change that up. Hold on. I got a block of a beautiful pathway. Well, okay then. I'm just gonna test this out. What if I put up this hazard tape? Is that gonna do the trick? Can you walk over here then? Nope. Good. We could use that hazard tape. And we are gonna block everything in. Okay, well, what about now? Instead of using this fence right here, I put up these thingy-thingies that you can make an heirloom out of. But these are the decorative plants, and they do take up tile space. So let's see now. If I walk up to the house, will I walk the whole pathway? And who is that? Trashly, what are you doing here? Maybe that is the owner of this house. Oh, she's walking. She's walking. Oh, she's walking through the whole pathway with Trashly, the owner of this house. Hello, Trashly. Unknown caller. So much is happening right now. Hi there, you don't know me, but I saw your number from afar and asked the mutual friend for your number. I hope you don't mind. I'm hopelessly attracted to you. I promise I'm chill. Would you? I am not gonna meet you. This is creepy. You are creepy. Goodbye. I just got a baby. Trashly is here. Gonna invite you in. Okay, that worked. Good. Trashly, not now. I'm not interested, not now. I need to see my baby. But second mission, can I walk up to this room? Trashly, not now. My goodness me, okay, I'm walking up the staircase. Up the ladder we go. And to the baby we shall meet. Good, and I'm scared. Wonderful. But okay, let's now see how long it takes Miss Nora to walk from the edge of the lot up to the nursery. And let's see. It is now 4 p.m. 4 p.m. How long will it take to get up to the nursery? And we're gonna talk to the baby. And I'm gonna put on first person mode. Oh, jeebally. Okay, here we go. Walk up to the baby. How long is it gonna take? Oh, I'm getting seasick. But baby, here I come. You're on your phone. That's not good. Up the staircase we go. Down the hallway. Oh, up the ladder. Gee, where am I? Climb the ladder. Climb it. Into the hallway yard. Oh, I made this with my own 2 hands. And into the baby room. Hello, baby. I'm here to see you. How long did that take? That took an hour. A little over an hour. How wonderful. Gee. Well, that was wonderful. Alright, well, now we have done that. It is night time. And then now it's time for the house tour. And welcome. This is the house tour. Oh my goodness. This house. That is an eyesore. But it's so perfect, isn't it? It's all hoity-toity. No rhyme or reason. What a wonderful house. With our wonderful pathway. And the scraggly yard. Gee. Alright, Jerome. Let's walk down our beautiful pathway. Down here we go. I'm getting kind of seasick, and I'm not gonna lie. Oh, look at that beautiful view. Soon we'll be up to the house, and here we are, our beautiful house. And I hope you're ready for the inside of this house, because I am not. Whoa! Okay, first up, we got the entryway with a weird old curtain. This side too is also the entryway. And if we go down the very claustrophobic hallway, oh my goodness me. Right, and then we go into this room, and in this room we have, what was this room? The art room? I mean, yeah, it looks like the art room. The art over here, art over there, art everywhere. And then in this room over here, boom! Seance room. Johnny Depp is here. The hands are here. Don't know what's happening in this room. But I do love the wallpaper. I'm gonna use that wallpaper more often. That's for sure. And then if we get out of this room, and then maybe we can go into this room. We have the first bedroom that is decaying. Real decaying over here. And then we got this door over here that leads into the bathroom. The beautiful shared bathroom with the toilet in the middle of the room. With the party on the other side. I mean, what a bathroom. Do not look up into the ceiling. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, gee, okay. Well, over here, we have the other bedroom with the 2 beds. And it's beautiful, isn't it? Johnny Depp is also here in this room. He's everywhere. And Madam Mimsy too. Then, which room are we gonna go to? Maybe this room? Whoa! We have the pop-in primary bedroom. Yeah, this is the primary bedroom. What more can I say? Not really that much. But if we go over here and into this room, ooh, we have the library. The very, very messy library with a half-naked man on the wall. Yeah. Oh, the grime. The grime, the grime. This is, kind of cozy in a weird way, isn't it? It's very abandoned. I would love to play a video game in this house. Well, this is a video game, but you know what I mean. Like a haunted video game in a first-person view. Oh my gosh, this hallway. Oh, now we're on to this room. Or these rooms over here. The room maze. But, oh my goodness me. We have the first room. That is the messy, what was this room again? We have so many rooms. This was the messy office, the corporate office. That's what it was. With lots and lots of stuff. And then if you go in here, boom, we have the bar room. Looking lovely. With a brick wall. You know what? I love the brick wall. It makes no sense that this house has a brick wall, but it does. But if you go further, whoa, we have the crystal living room where you can sit and talk about jewelry. And they're also collecting those little eggs. Apparently, that's what they do. With the window. Oh, that's so creepy because, Madam Mimsy is here. And she's looking at you. And then for a final room of a row. Ooh, we have the potion room with a night sky. Now, this is a very cozy room, isn't it? The potion making room. Hey-do-do-do. And if you walk out here, you will get down to the little garden where you can plant your plants. Yay ho. And then to get out of the potion room, you have to go through all of these doors. Bum. And down here we go. Do we have any more rooms on this floor? I think we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we have the toddler feeding room over here. And the toddler is patiently waiting for a friend. This moment is kind of nice though. Kinda. We have the big old table and the dog painting. Odi-do. Oh, into the bathroom over here we go. And here is the bathroom. Got the sink on the one side. And then we have to go all the way over here. Down this hallway. And in here, we have the toilet room. Oh, beautiful, with the big old windows and everything. This is, the worst placement of a toilet ever. But you do have a view of a beautiful garden, though. There you do. And a Ferris wheel. Hey! Alright, on to the second floor. And I do not know what is happening with my ceiling. Do not ask. But on to the second floor we go. And yes, this was deliberate, by the way. I forgot to mention that. But I put the staircase right here because it is so infuriating when the staircase meets a wall right away. That's annoying and a half. Oh, Madam Mimsy is here again. She's following us. Alright, but here's a hallway. Is this a dead end? No. The hallway goes over here. Oh my goodness me. This is a maze. And then we have a room over here. This is kind of cozy though. Oh my goodness me, what happened over here? Okay, do not ask. Do not ask. But because oh my goodness me. Let's not go in there. Let's wait with that. Because we are gonna go down here. Yep, any day now, any day now. I'm already infuriated. Okay, in here we go. We have one of the rooms, the waiting room. It's not a waiting room, but it is a room. And then we got the kitchen. And what happened to the lighting in here? Oh no, I painted the wall. Right, well, the lighting changed. I don't know why, but we got a kitchen with the fridge over here. And the stove room, the oven room, with the viewing rooms of some bookcases. And then how do we get out of here? Oh my god. I'm so confused. Where are we gonna go? Maybe we can go in here. And in here, we have the toilet room. And then we also have the real bathroom. Wow. Good old bathroom. And then where are we gonna go? In here. Yeah, we're gonna go in here. And this is the gym room. We can gym away in peace. And I forgot to paint the ceiling, but whatever. Oh my gosh, the lights. Well, that is kind of infuriating, so that fits. We got the gym room. This is a cool room though, but it's so weird to have that right now. And then the dining room with the missing ceiling. I don't know what happened here, but let's not think about that because that is a cozy room, isn't it? It is a cozy room. Do not look up at the ceiling. And then over in here, we also have another office with a crow and also another window. This is also a cozy room. Where are we going to go now? I think we're going to go out here and into here. Yeah. In here, we have our lovely, lovely wine room where they store their nectar and live their very nice life with that. I don't know. And then over here, yep, that's the bathroom. Another lovely, lovely bathroom with the weirdness of... with the weirdness on the walls. Great old bathroom. And then in here, we have, My goodness me, the saddest room that I've ever seen. The abandoned butler's room. Fantastic. Right, if we walk out here into the wine room again, I need to... Oh, that painting is not going to be there. But anyways, now we need to walk up the very, very, very long ladder. And up we go. And oh my gosh, I'm going up in there. Right. This is when the camera is going to go all hoity-toity. But I'm going to try my best. I'm on the floor. And this is the nursery. And I can't move. I'm barely touching the keyboard. And we are crawling on the floor. But here's the nursery. Oh, it's lovely. And then if we go down here again. And then we need to find the stairwell. If we can ever find it. I think, ooh, I think it's over here. Is it? Oh my gosh, where am I? Hello? 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 I can't find the stairwell. Is it here? Oh, it's here. There it is. Our awful stairwell. But we have to go up here. I'm sorry for the motion sickness, but that is just a part of the house. The part of the beauty of this house, okay? In here, we have another hallway. And the camera's going crazy again. But, boom, shamalam, Toddler's bedroom. They got a nice bedroom. And things are floating. Okay, well, oh my gosh, my camera. My camera! I'm barely touching it. Okay, I'm going out of here. Bye! And that, believe it or not, that was the whole house. With also a little overview. We got the first floor, the second floor, third floor, fourth floor. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What a house. Alright. Well, that was time for the house tour. No, the outro, I mean. Gee, I've lost me marbles. And this is outro. Welcome, welcome. If you for some reason want to download this house, you can. It is up on my gallery, and my gallery ID is JustNoraGaming. Woohoo! And if you also want to see more of me, you also can. I am a second channel where I do stuff, and also I'm a Twitch channel where I also do stuff, but live, one day. But you know, don't forget to like, subscribe as well, because it really does help me out, so thank you. But only if you want to. Only if you want to. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.